live on YouTube, and now we're live on Facebook.
Good morning.
Here we go. Start the show. Let's do it.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, and it's 11:30.
Good afternoon.
We did have a few technical difficulties. The phone's crooked. Should I fix it?
No.
Let me just fix it.
Good afternoon.
Gonna make me nuts if I don't fix it. That's a little better. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Good late morning. Welcome to Sam and Ryan in the late morning.
And
You might notice that we have a new mug in this episode. It's from the American Trails Association, and that's because they had a contest, a photography contest, and we submitted a picture of us, or they were just saying I was taking the picture, and we won. And one of the things, they sent us a sticker and they sent us this mug, and it's pretty nice. Anyways, do you want a drink? Hold on, blow on it because it's really hot. Okay.
it's hot.
Yeah. Down the hatch. Okay, good. Welcome to Sam and Ryan in the mid-morning. Our top stories today are a recap of our time at the Abilities Expo, new financing options for the Extreme Motus all-terrain wheelchair, and a story that I'll save for the end, but it has something to do with super glue and condoms. So stick around for that one. It's a doozy. It's a doozy, my friend. The Abilities Expo was great. We had a lot of people at our booth, a constant stream of people at our booth. When it was busiest, I was talking to people, so I couldn't get pictures. But we were next to the vans, and we were next to some other dudes that I didn't get to know very well because we were just busy talking to so many different people. We sold 5 chairs at the show, and that was great. We're making nature wheelchair accessible for 5 more people in the Los Angeles area, and we met so many people that wanted the chair and that are going to search their couch cushions for loose change, and they'll buy one at some point in the future. But in order to make it easier for those people to purchase one of our chairs, we have introduced
Financing.
zero. And what percentage is the rate on that? 0% financing. And we paid a lot of money to have this graphics made, and it's spelled wrong. The F is a little jacked up, and the R has 3 legs instead of 2. I've never seen an R like that before. But we're spending so much money offering you 0% financing that we can't find a graphic artist that knows how to spell. So you can learn more about the 0% financing on our website. If basically you add a chair to your cart, and then then when you're checking out, instead of credit card, you choose Affirm, and you won't have to pay anything at that moment, and you'll pay only $200 a month for 2 years, but you'll have a chair. You'll be out adventuring. Yeah, it looks like this. So you could do 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months, but it's all 0% interest, so you might as well do 24. And just go and have some fun and stop searching your couches. Leave your couch alone and just order the chair. So this is the beginning of the condoms and super glue story. Okay, it started here after the Abilities Expo.
We went straight to Vegas.
After the Abilities Expo, we went straight to Vegas, and the show gets over at 4:00, and we want to get to Vegas as soon as possible because somebody over here wants to go gambling. So I go and get the van, and I park it right in front of the Expo Center, and it's pretty cool because it's right downtown Los Angeles. The Lakers play in that arena that's right behind us. You can see Sam hanging out on the sidewalk. I'm up on the roof of the van, and I'm strapping down 2 of our chairs, which we hoped to sell, but we couldn't seal the deal with a couple people. So we put some
Alright.
chair. We could have put them all inside, but we thought we'll give ourselves a little more room, and we put a couple on the roof rack. We paid extra money for a roof rack. Let's use it. So Sam's down there chilling on the sidewalk, and we look, and the other guys that are there with us, Kenny and Ira, they're just shuttling things out to us from our booth, so we can get going as I organize things and put them away. If we zoomed in on this picture, you would be able to see Sam's backpack hanging off of the back of his chair. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we get loaded up. We drive to Las Vegas. And I'm old and I'm tired. And so I say, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to go to the hotel and go to sleep? Or do you want to go to the pinball museum, which is what I wanted to do? Or do you want to go gamble somewhere? And all three of them voted against me in the pinball museum. And how could you do that to me? This guy right here says he knows I love pinball.
Yeah.
And he knows that we're in one of the best places to go and play pinball. And what do you vote for?
I was trying to keep up with 17.
Excuses. He votes against me to go and play pinball. And so we drive over to the Excalibur and we go and we play some roulette. What happened to all of our money? We lost all of our money. So we sit down to play roulette, and I put $50 in, and I wanna either make it or break it as fast as possible because I'm tired and I want to go to bed. So I go, Sam, is it gonna land on red or black? And he says black. I put all $50 on black, and he's right. So now all of a sudden we've got $100. And now I'm gonna let it ride. But I go, Sam, is it gonna be red or black? He says red. I switch all $100 to red, gone. So poof, it's gone. So I go, okay, guys, I'm ready to go back to the hotel now because I have all my gambling money is gone. But the other guys we're with are making like 50-cent bets. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, be a man, lose your money faster so we can go. So he upped his bets. He lost his money faster, and we go back to the hotel. So Sam and I share a room. Our other guys are sharing a room. We go our separate ways, and we get into the room, and I go, oh, dang, your backpack must be in the van still. I'll be right back.
So, may I continue
Tell them what happened.
So, Ryan.
Oh, I did forget a part of the story. Tell them.
Ryan calls the other.
No, hold on. You're getting ahead of yourself. When we pull into Vegas and these guys decide not to go to the hotel, but to go gamble, I ask Sam, do we need to go to the hotel and get a fresh pair of briefs on? And what do you say?
The idiot that I was said no.
Sam says he's fine. So we go and gamble, and by the time we get back to the hotel, Sam has the mother of all blowouts, and he is wet from his armpits to the back of his knees, soaking wet. And I did ask him if I could share this story, because for some people it would be embarrassing, but you said what?
Yeah.
He said, yes, I could share this story.
So, yeah.
So I call the guys. I go out in the van and I can't find, it's a mess, but I can't find this backpack. The reason I need the backpack is because it has prescription medicine in it that Sam takes. Every morning he has pills that he takes, a cocktail. And every evening he has another cocktail that he takes. And,
every night.
You know, I imagine they're important. They were prescribed by a doctor, right?
Yeah.
And I can't find this backpack. So I call the other guys. And I'm like, is it in your room?
He calls my mom at.
It was very late at night.
Very late at night.
So the other guys come outside to the van, and by the time they get there, I've thrown almost everything out of the van because I'm so annoyed. And they look too, and I'm like, if it's in there, I'm blind. They go in there, it's not in there. And so this behind me is the last known photograph of Sam's backpack. And we can only assume that someone walked by and slipped it off the back of his wheelchair and stole it. Because we're a couple of bozos from Utah and we don't think like, I can go to sleep with and not lock my door at night and everything's fine. But and then all of a sudden you take us to urban downtown Los Angeles where there's a large homeless population and you got to keep your guard up. But I learned my lesson the hard way and I let Sam's backpack get stolen. So no prescription pills. There was also some other important things in there. But that was the most important thing, were the prescription pills. So at like 11:30 Vegas time, 12:30 a.m. Utah time, I call Sam's mom and I'm like, the backpack is stolen. I don't have his pills. What do I do? Like, do I have to go somewhere in the middle of the night to an Instacare or something? And, I don't know what's going to happen to him without these pills. And she goes, if he had his pills last night, he'll be fine. But what I didn't tell her was about the mother of all blowouts, okay? And Sam sits on here's an image of a guy stealing your backpack. Good, we have a good illustrator, right? So this is an image of the seat, the special air-filled seat that Sam sits on. And when he had the mother of all blowouts, this thing got filled up with liquid. And when I took the cover off, Niagara Falls, baby. Niagara Falls.
Illustrate
Please do.
what Ryan had to do. He had to take the seat cushion into the shower and
Yes.
grab the cushion with him.
So I had to take the seat cushion with me into the shower, and I washed it out in the shower because we still have to drive home the next day 6 hours, and Sam has to sit on this, or he could get a pressure sore, right?
Right.
So I wash it, and then I have to dry it because we got to go early the next day, and by now it's around midnight. I also should mention that I haven't slept for like 3 days before this because sharing a room with Sam is like sharing a room with a man in the iron lung. All right? Hey, Darth Vader, are you getting enough sleep over there? He breathes really loud. But then as soon as you get used to that and you start dozing off to sleep, he stops breathing completely and it goes silent. And you're over there going, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, and you're thinking he's gonna start breathing in any minute now, and then I'll clap my hands and he'll go, take this big deep breath in, and it's like he's screaming and breathing in at the same time somehow. Not many people can do that, but Sam can. Okay, so I'm tired. All right, I am like. And now I'm upset because I let my guard down and this backpack got stolen. And so I'm in the shower, I'm hosing this thing out. And then I go to dry it. And all of those little cells, you can see how there's a bunch of individual cells, but they're connected at the bottom. Some of them are stuck together. And so in order to run a towel up and down the columns and rows of this thing, I'm pulling them apart, the ones that are stuck together. And I get about halfway through and I pull it apart and it rips a hole.
Oh no.
One of them rips a hole in the one next to it. Not like a little pinhole, but it's like
giant.
A hole, a decent sized hole. So now if he sits on it, all the air goes out and he's just sitting on a piece of wood, which is underneath this thing. So I get dressed, I get out of the shower, I get dressed, I'm at the end of my rope. And I go, Sam, I've got to run an errand. So just go to sleep and I'll be back in a few minutes.
He goes to a.
I go to the front desk.
Yes.
I go to the front desk.
Good.
I go to the front desk. And I go, hey, do you have any super glue? And the lady's like, they have a little store there with toothbrushes, and I thought they might have super glue. They don't have any. the gas tank is empty on the van, and I figure since I'm out and about in the evening, I'll fill it up with gas. So I go over to the gas station. I'm filling up with gas,
Yeah.
and normally I just start the gas and I'd go inside and I'd get some. But I'm off the strip. I'm a few blocks off the strip in Las Vegas, and it's very late at night, and I've just been robbed, and so now I have my street smarts a little bit more about me. But I'm out of patience, completely out of patience. And I'm yelling at the van and I'm yelling at the gas pump. And all of the other crazy homeless people that were out that time of the night were like, I better not mess with that dude. He's nuts. That dude's off the reservation.
He's our fear.
I was just finish. Just hurry up and finish. Yelling at the gas pump. So then I go inside and I'm like, do you have any super glue? The guy has no super glue. I'm like, I'll go to a Walgreens. They'll have everything I need. They're open 24/7. Right as I pull up to the Walgreens, they're closing. Dude outside's like, they're closed. They said something about they're short on staff. They can't stay open all night. So I get in the van again. I drive to another gas station. I walk in and the lady's like, can I help you find something? I go, I need super glue and unlubricated condoms. Really what I needed is a bicycle tire repair kit to fix this thing. But that happens to be the only thing you can't get in Las Vegas after midnight.
And
So I'm looking for unlubricated condoms and super glue to use as a patch for this seat cushion so we can drive home tomorrow. And the lady's like, okay, here's the super glue. Well, let me look at our selection of condoms. And she's dying to know why I need these two things. These two very specific but very different things. And because I grew up as a Mormon and celibacy is the only way to go and condoms are bad, I feel obligated to tell her these aren't for sex. It's to fix a seat cushion for my friend who sits in a wheelchair all day. And she's like, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. So, and I go, it's going to work. So she gives me, she doesn't have any unlubricated condoms. She gives me some condoms. I take them back to the hotel. I cut the tip off this condom, and then I wash it like 5 times with soap and water. Wash and dry, wash and dry, wash and dry to get all the lube off, right? Because this thing needs to stick. You with me on this? Sam's falling asleep during this story, and I think it's amazing.
listen.
So I get the thing glued. I go back out. I get one of those paper clips. It's like a clamp, and I clamp it on there, and
My feet.
it dries, and it's holding air again, and we make it home, and that's how we survived our trip to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We were both. Oh, Sam grows his facial hair very quickly, and so his razor was in that backpack. Got stolen. So we both ended up back home looking like hobos, very tired. Neither one of us were sleeping well, but we survived. We made it work, and now we know not to leave the house without super glue and condoms. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Sam and Ryan in the mid-morning. Give us a sign off, buddy.
Don't even know who I am.
There you go.
And I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's go have lunch.
But I'm hungry.
Well, our microphones also got stolen. They were in that backpack.